Hi Randy, it's Chris Reed here from Ardor SEO. I've put together this short video audit to show you a few of the things that you're doing right with your website, but the huge potential you still have available. So I know via email we were originally speaking about the keyword aged care Los Angeles. So I've thrown that into Google here, and you can see that we've got some ads that come up the top. So this is called Google AdWords. And those can be expensive, but they can work really well. So a keyword like this, you might be looking at $20 a click, which sounds expensive, but if you're converting it 1 in 10, so it costs you $200 to get a customer. If that makes sense for your business, then go for it. But one thing is that only about 2% of the clicks go to ads. The vast majority go to these organic listings. And I can see here with this keyword is that the vast majority are actually jobs. So this is a keyword that's right for the taking. But most of these sites don't seem as big as your site, so I used a different tool to find a competitor to work with. In fact, I went with this one here, aplaceformum.com. I hadn't seen them on the. They've got two listings here. Sorry, I didn't see them a second ago, but there they are. So I can see here with this tool called SEMRush how much traffic you get. So you rank for 5.4 thousand keywords, which is a lot of keywords, but you're only generating 3.9 thousand visitors. If you were to buy that traffic with Google AdWords, it'd cost over $10,000. So that's a lot of free traffic. But these numbers being different means that you're not on the front page for all of those. Here's a really great report from Moz. So this shows the click-through rate for all the different positions. So you can see the second page, only 4% go to the second page, and then that gets divided by the 10. Where you can see like position 5 on the front page gets 5%, position 4 up to 7, 3 up to 9, 2 up to 14, and then moving from 2 up to 1, it's it doubles the amount. So it shows just how important it is to be towards the top. And so the reason I checked these guys, A Place for Mum, I can see that your common keywords, you share 382 keywords. So I thought, well, that'd be a good comparator. And so if we look at their traffic, so they ranked for 402,000 keywords, generating 410,000 visitors. So they've got a lot of keywords that they're on page 2 for as well, but they're more traffic than keywords, which you're less traffic than keywords. So it's at least a decent start. And you can see that their traffic, if they were to buy it, would cost $1.8 million. So that is super value. But you can see that they're not really doing much, which shows that the market is just so open. Like 2 years ago, they were so super stable. They didn't do anything. And then they did some work and they shot up. And so they went up from 260,000 up to around 400, 500,000. And then they've plateaued back down to 400,000. But they're not doing anything. So, they're just waiting for you to come and take all that traffic from them and send it to your website, which is exactly what we can help you do. So how Google works, right? They can't tell who is the best aged care in Los Angeles or the US or anywhere. Otherwise I could just write a website that I do aged care and I'd rank. So they need to trust other people's opinion. Obviously they want to make sure that there's a good user experience, that your site loads nicely, that it has all of the content that says, this is what we do and people can understand it. But then it's down to what others are saying about you and who's linking to you. They trust the greater world. The more websites that are talking about you and linking to your website, the more trust Google has in that, and the better you'll rank. And we have ways of looking at that as well. So we can see here that you have a trust flow of 17. That's basically your authority. And that's not very high, especially for this very lucrative and so therefore competitive market. And I can see here your citation flow, which is basically how much energy is pushing through those links, is a lot higher, 31. And as soon as those two numbers are out of whack, it means there's something up. So without me going any deeper, I can tell straight away that there's something wrong with your links. Generally, these numbers should be within 10%, 20% at the maximum. If they're not, there's something up. And so your trust flow comes because there's 771 referring domains, different websites linking to you. And I can be sure that some of those aren't the best quality websites. So you really want to tell Google, I don't want those associated with my brand. And then you'll move out of that bad neighborhood and your rankings will increase. But the next thing we need to do is increase that trust flow. So if we look at the competitor, they've got a trust flow of 53. And you can see that theirs is higher than the citation flow, which is a really, really good sign. That shows that they've got really strong authoritative backlinks that are really high quality. And the number 17 to 53 mightn't sound that big, but this is a logarithmic scale, not linear. So each step gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, so that's a really big number. So one thing you can do, Randy, without touching your website, without adding any content, without worrying about the site structure, without playing with metadata, without fixing the load speed times, just increasing your authority will move you forward for all of your backlinks. And so what I've done here is put a filter of the keywords that you're on page 2 for, number 11 specifically. So number 11 is getting no traffic, but move forward just one spot to number 10 and you get traffic for all of these keywords. And what great keywords they are, private nurses for hire, nurses on call, cost of home help, nursing Calgary. I mean, there's loads and loads of them. And that's just the start. Never mind the keywords that you're on, page 2 or 3 or 4 or further down. So I'm sure there's plenty of on-site stuff that we can help you with too. But the first thing I'd look at is doing a toxic link review and increasing your authority. So who am I anyway? Well, that's me right there. I'm Chris Reed, the CEO and founder of Ardor SEO, and we specialize in working with companies just like yours, healthcare providers all across the US, Australia, the UK, even in some non-English speaking countries like Thailand and Japan. We help the people that are looking for your help. We help them find you and take action. We know at the end of the day that no one really cares about search engine rankings. They care about new customers. And so that's exactly what we focus on, helping you build your business with new customers through the power of search. So my only question for you today, Randy, is would you like me to put together a strategy to show you exactly how we can generate thousands of more visitors to your website each and every day? All you need to do, click the button below this video. It'll pop up my calendar. Just find a date and time that suits you and book in a call. Some questions I'd like you to ask yourself though before we have a chat is what's your average customer worth to you? What's your current conversion rate from your website? And what would an extra 1,000 visitors a day do for your business? Anyway, Randy, I hope you found that useful and interesting, and I hope you'll be booking in a call so we get to have a chat really soon. So thank you very much for your time and have a great day. Bye-bye.